Hello, I'm Sophie D'Souza, and in this video I'm going to show you how I repaired this panel. I know what you're thinking, you're going, it's just quarries, what's the big deal? Well, wait till you see what it looked like when I dismantled it. It had a few surprises in store, so stay tuned for the big reveal. Today it's a little bit of a weird job. I mean, those of you who follow my channel will know a lot of my videos are just me working on the different projects I get in. So this job was supposed to be a simple rebuild. Take the window out, put it back in, and it was quarries. So, beautiful glass, as you can see. What I didn't realise until I took it out, look at that. Hopefully you can see that. It's like 2 mil in some places. Ooh, hope you can see. And in other places it's about 11 mil. Well, after ringing around everyone I could think of, I realised I wasn't going to get lead with that sort of a heart. This was the lead that came out of the window, and as you can see, it's really big. That is 10 mil deep. People do 8 mil. They don't do it in that many widths anyway. So I was a bit stuck really. Also, this is 14 mil. Well, that's a weird size. You know, everything about this lead was just going to be impossible to replicate. So what was I going to do? So I had a little think and a little chat with a friend of mine, Tweety. And Tweety, she's helped me in the workshop. She's not a stained glass artist. And she came up with a lovely idea, which was soldering 2 pieces of lead together. And I experimented. This is just a piece of 12 mil flat. And I hope you can see the seam along the middle. So I cut a flange off each piece and soldered it. So that's the soldered side. And that's the unsoldered side. And that gives me, well, actually it's not quite 10 mil. The heart is 5 mil on these, but you lose a bit. So I did think, so in this one, I've actually patched the middle with another piece of lead. That's the soldered side. But I decided that was overkill. So what I've gone for in the end is 16 mil lead, which I will do as I've just shown. I will solder 2 pieces together, and because it's 16 mil, in the places, and there's not that many, where it's really, really chunky, the extra width of the lead will hopefully take up that extra depth. So, like with most things in stained glass, never straightforward, and it's always slightly annoying when you go to a job thinking it's really simple and then it's the opposite. But we live and learn, don't we? And hopefully by watching my video you won't have to go through this. You can learn from my mistakes. So let's get on and see if we can solder the lead together. So this is my method for removing the flange. It gives you a nice neat run. You do still have a ridge on the underneath of this, but if you try and snip it, you still have a ridge. So I've just got to a bit where maybe because okay, something's gone a bit weirdy. Let's pull it from this end. No, that didn't work. Okay. Looks like, you know, that licorice. Right, let's just get it going again. Maybe we'll snip it. Thought that was going to be a really nice way to do it, and it still might. Let's just just want to show you, let me check it's recording, yes. I just want to show you that when I come to doing the soldering, I make sure I keep it nice and neat and on the inside, because with this being, ooh, when I say nice and neat, way too much solder there. This is 16mm lead instead of 14mm, so it's going to need to be trimmed when I put it in. So if I take this solder all the way up to the edge here, it's going to make trimming it quite difficult. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that, and that's quite a good principle generally when you are soldering perimeter lead. So here we have the finished window in situ. Because it's an incredibly bright day and the sunlight is streaming in through these windows, I am of course getting a very silhouetted view. I'm not sure what I can do about that, but what's quite interesting is that, as you know, I replaced the 14mm lead with 16mm lead. This window in the door has been replaced, and they've also used 16mm lead. They clearly couldn't find the 14mm either, which you can still see in this one last original window that hasn't been repaired. So I think you can see. No, it's fine, Shirley. So I think you can see the difference there.
Yeah.
But I'm very pleased with how it's turned out, and I'm just going to discuss with Shirley the possibility of doing something to repair this rather sad little crack here. So there we have it. So thank you for watching. I hope you found that interesting, and hope you can see that no matter what the problem, you can find a workaround. You know, you're a crafts person, you can put your thinking cap on and fashion something that will do the job. There you go, my optimistic personality coming through for you. So yes, like, comment and subscribe.